It's time now for a look at least in local sports. In sports, the high school football team has just one game left, and that'll be this Friday night at home hosting the Ware County Gators. Kickoff Friday at 7:30 at JC Stadium. Tickets available this week at Sheffield Sports Shop. This past Friday at New Hampstead, the Phoenix jumped out to a 33-0 halftime lead and went on to win 40-7. Wayne County's lone scorer, Victor Lovett, picked up a loose football, raced 65 yards for a touchdown. Loved a good day running the ball, had over 100 yards on the ground. With the loss, the Jackets fall to 0-9, and again, just one game left this Friday, hosting Ware County Friday night at JC Stadium. Gators coming off a big win over Warner Robins. They win 24-21. Other region games saw Perry defeat BC 31-27. Other scores from Friday night: Appling defeated Cook 38-14. Pierce defeated Tatnall 37-7. Pierce and Appling have the big showdown this Friday night in Baxley. Southeast Bullock over Long County 15-12. Effingham in a shootout beat Glen Academy 45-43. Statesboro over South Effingham 45-7. Coffee Down Veterans 41-7. Lions over Richmond Hill 28-7. Colquitt over Camden County 51-41. And Valdosta over Tiff 14-7. Those are some of the high school games in the area. Again, the playoffs are a week from this Friday. Speaking of playoffs, the Lady Yellow Jacket softball team will be in state playoff action in Columbus, Georgia on Wednesday at 3 p.m., taking on Kell High School out of Marietta, Georgia. Kell's the number 2 seed from Region 6. Other first-round matchups in Quad A softball include Northside Columbus against St. Pius, Harris County against Ola, and Eastside plays Central Carroll. Once again, it's a double elimination event. All gets underway on Wednesday. Everybody plays just one game on Wednesday. WIFO FM will keep you up to date with the varsity girls softball team, have scores and highlights from the games. Again, first game is Wednesday at 3 p.m. and wish the girls the best of luck in Columbus. World Series picks back up tonight as the scene shifts to New York, with the Yankees trailing in the best-of-7 series 2-0 to the LA Dodgers. Dodgers got a walk-off grand slam home run in Game 1 by Freddie Freeman, first ever in Major League history, and the Dodgers won Game 2 Saturday night. Once again, the next two games in New York, a third game if needed in New York on Thursday. Game 6 and 7 if needed will be back in Los Angeles. Yankees and Dodgers Game 3 tonight at the World Series. First pitch at 8:08. College football, Georgia had the weekend off as they get ready for the big trip to Jacksonville, take on the Gators, and Georgia Tech in action Saturday, but lost an ACC game to Virginia Tech 21-6. Other scores: Texas A&M, the only unbeaten team now in the SEC, as they win at home over LSU 38-23. Alabama shut out Missouri 34-0. Texas survives at Vandy, wins by a field goal 27-24. Auburn beat Kentucky 24-10. Penn State over Wisconsin 28-13. Notre Dame over Navy 51-14. That was Navy's first loss of the season. Indiana still undefeated. They beat Washington 31-17. Oregon at number 1 rolls over Illinois 38-9. BYU still undefeated. They beat UCF 37-24. Miami unbeaten. They roll over FSU 36-14. Canes move into the top 5. Colorado, another win. They defeated Cincinnati 34-23. So after the weekend, the new AP Top 25 is out. And here's a look at the Top 25 by the Associated Press. Oregon Ducks remain at number 1. Georgia remains at number 2. Penn State in at 3. Ohio State 4. And again, the Miami Hurricanes move up to number 5. In at 6 is Texas. Tennessee 7th. Notre Dame 8th. BYU moves up to number 9. And Texas A&M rounds out the top 10. There's a tie at 11 between Clemson and Iowa State. 13 is Indiana, 14 Alabama, Boise State 15, LSU 16, Kansas State 17, 18 undefeated Pitt, 19 Ole Miss, and SMU comes in at number 20. 21 is Army, 22 Washington State, 23 Colorado, 24 Illinois, and in at 25 is Missouri. Again, it's a 12-team playoff at the end of the season. Teams are jockeying each week for position into that 12-team playoff. Again, the 12-team playoff begins on December 20th, something new and exciting for college football. Again, some of the games will be on school campuses. Again, the excitement builds each week. Georgia and Florida at 3:30 kickoff this Saturday. And Bob Smith coming up as our special guest to talk about the annual rivalry, all the games he's witnessed down in Jacksonville, Florida. NFL football, a big win for the Atlanta Falcons, now in first place in their division as they go on the road and beat Tampa by a score of 31-26. Jaguars' struggles continue. They lose at home to Green Bay. The final score 30-27. Jags are now 2-6 on the season. Other scores: look out for the Detroit Lions. They roll over the Titans 52-14. Arizona over Miami 28-27. The story there, Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa back on the field for the Dolphins. Philadelphia over Cincinnati 37-17. Cleveland the upset on Sunday over Baltimore. The final 29-24. Jameis Winston back at quarterback for the Browns. Texans over the Colts 23-20. Buffalo down Seattle 31-10. New England defeats the Jets 25-22. Kansas City Chiefs remain the only unbeaten team in the NFL. They beat the Raiders 27-20. Chargers defeated the Saints 27-6. Former Georgia wideout Ladd McConkey had a big day for the Chargers, had 2 touchdowns in the ball game. Broncos over Carolina 28-14. Sunday night, the Cowboys lost to the Niners by a score of 30-24. Tonight's the Pittsburgh Steelers looking to go 6-2, hosting the New York Giants. Competition cheer team at Jeff Davis Friday. They win another first place. Again, they're getting ready for the sectionals in a couple of weeks. That's going to do it for latest in local sports.